This book is called Halley Came to Jackson. It was written and performed originally as a song by Mary Chapin Carpenter, and the illustrations were done by Dan Andreason. Mary Chapin Carpenter wrote this song when she learned that the American writer Eudora Welty had had an experience as a child of getting to see the comet Halley when it came to her hometown of Jackson. Mary Chapin Carpenter wrote the song to pay tribute to that writer Eudora Welty, and actually got to sing it to her after the comet came back in 1986. The illustrator for this book is Dan Andreason, and you can see at the bottom of the page here 5 of his other books. He's illustrated many books for young readers. When this book was published, Mary Chapin Carpenter wrote a page explaining how she came to write the song, which showed up on her 1990 album, Shooting Straight in the Dark. And added here at the bottom is a link you can follow to YouTube to see Songs from Home, Episode 8, recorded very recently, Mary Chapin Carpenter singing a live version of her song. Late one night, when the wind was still, Daddy brought the baby to the windowsill to see a bit of heaven shoot across the sky, the one and only time Daddy saw it fly. It came from the east, just as bright as a torch. The neighbors had a party on their porch. Daddy rocked the baby. Mother said amen when Halley came to visit in 1910. Now back then, Jackson was a real small town, and it's not every night a comet comes round. It was almost 80 years since its last time through, so I bet your mother would have said amen too. Now Jackson, Mississippi was a small town back then when Halley's comet came in 1910. As its tail stretched out like a stardust streak, the papers wrote about it every day for a week. You wondered where it's going and where it's been when Halley came to Jackson in 1910. Now Daddy told the baby, sleeping in his arms, to dream a little dream of a comet's charms. And he made a little wish as she slept so sound. In 1986, that wish came round. Trees grow, things change anywhere one picks, so Jackson was a different town in 1986. As heavenly sent as it was back then, when Halley came to Jackson in 1910, late one night when the moon was still. The end, until at least 2062, when Halley will be seen again by some of you. And that's the end of Halley Came to Jackson, written and performed by the great American singer-songwriter Mary Chapin Carpenter. The illustrations were all done by Dan Andreason.